Hello everyone and welcome to our today's live session, which is on Hub71, a premier startup incubation in Abu Dhabi. Well, we had a live session especially on how Abu Dhabi is growing and becoming the startup incubator in the MENA region in the UAE, how its startup ecosystem is growing at the fastest rate in the MENA region. On the same, we had discussed about Hub71 in that live video as well, in which we discussed how Hub71 is at the center of the growth of Abu Dhabi's ecosystem. So today we are going to get into a detailed discussion about Hub71. We'll discuss some of the key highlights. We'll discuss about the corporate partnership which is it has done. We'll discuss about the revenues which it has made, the funding and investment in the key highlight section. Then we'll move on to programs and initiatives which Hub71 has inside its incubation. Then finally we'll discuss about some of the special ecosystem which it has created inside its premises. So it will be a very good discussion about Hub71, an incubation center, a premier incubation center. So first we'll discuss about the key highlights, how this incubation center is able to place itself in the midst of startup ecosystem of Abu Dhabi and in the MENA region as well. So some of the key highlights related to funding and investments. So any incubation center, it has to make sure that the startups inside its premises gets the right funding and investment. In that same scenario, more than 5.4 billion dirhams has been raised since the inception of Hub71, which was in 2019. So 5.4 billion in last some of the years has been raised by the startups of Hub71. What is next? More than 1.2 billion dirhams were raised in 2022 itself. So there is a continuous growth in last years in which the investments coming to these startups of Hub71 are continuously increasing. If we speak about the revenue creation, after raising the investment, what exactly it has helped Abu Dhabi in its local economy? More than 3 billion dirhams of revenue has been contributed to the local economy of Abu Dhabi, and more than 1100 jobs have been created as well through this Hub71 incubation center startups. So it's a big staggering number if we see since the inception of Hub71. Now, as we all know about startups, that startup has to get funding, then it creates revenue for its local economy and for the people around it. Then it is very important for the investors who are coming on board to invest in these startups that they get ROI, they get benefit of whatever they are investing into these startups. On the same note, the startups of Hub71 are able to make corporate deals, corporate partnerships in such a small time. More than 77 corporate deals were done in last few years, which accounted for more than 658 million dirhams in totality of corporate deals. It's a staggering amount when we see that the inception is very near. If we see the amount of time which Hub71 has given to its startups and to its investors, the corporate deals which are coming, the confidence which are being shown by investors and corporates to acquire these startups and get exit to the investors who are investing in these startups is very good. The amount of revenue, the amount of investments, and the amount of corporate deals coming are huge. Moving on, next is about the community growth. What exactly community which has been built by the Hub71? So more than 200 startups are inside Hub71, and it comes from more than 54 different countries and accounts for 22 subsectors in the tech ecosystem. So the numbers are itself judge giving the right picture about how Abu Dhabi is growing its ecosystem. Then moving on, next is program and initiatives. So when we speak about startup incubations, there are different programs which they run through which they are able to onboard the new startups, be it highly potential startups, early bird startups, or in midst of growing. So there are three programs which are running under Hub71. First is Initiate program. This means any early stage startup can also get access to Hub71 if it is still pre-revenue, it is still in the product development stage, still you can get the access of Hub71 through its Initiate program. The next is Access program. This is specially designed program in which the startups join Hub71 to get next level of funding, to get next level of cash to equity deals, and moving on from there they'll be able to expand. They will be able to connect with some high network communities in which they'll be able to get investments. The third one is Bright program. This is only for the high potential startups in which you will be in this program. You will be able to get funding. You will be able to get access to the ecosystem. Plus, you will get mentorship from different network, from different industry experts. So the mentorship remains very important aspect of this program, because as a startup you always need people who have the business acumen, they have the knowledge of product, they have the knowledge of market, so they help you to design your product, your company to be the best market fit, and they help you to create products which are exactly tailored for the market of UAE, or if you are targeting around the globe. So the startups in Hub71 are not just meant for UAE or MENA region. The startups are getting into the global stage as well. So these were the three programs through which startups can get access to Hub71. Now, there are some special ecosystems also made by Hub71, which are majorly two. One is Hub71 Digital Assets. So if you are a company who's into blockchain, who's into Web3, if into crypto, into blockchain, so Hub71 Digital Assets is the ecosystem which you can join, and this is specially tailored for digital assets. The next one is Hub71 ClimateTech. This is specially, sorry, I missed one point. The digital assets is combined with Elixir Capital. So Elixir Capital is operating this digital assets for Hub71. The climate tech is being operated by new Energy Nexus. It is for the startups who create sustainable technology for achieving net zero future. So these are the two major ecosystems under the Hub71. Now, at the end of the video, we'll like to discuss about the future plans of Abu Dhabi through Hub71, and maybe in future coming up with more incubators, the leading incubators. Abu Dhabi wants to become the startup ecosystem hub for the MENA region itself. So if you are a startup, or if you are a startup but already gone to a revenue level, or if you have already expanded to different countries as well, you can still get into Hub71, into the Abu Dhabi ecosystem. So with this, we will end our live session today. If you need more information, if you want to connect with me or my team to discuss more related to how you can start your business as a startup, or if you want to expand your business in UAE, you want to get funding, you want to get mentorship, we are able to help as Dhangat in any stage of your business. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you tomorrow at same time.